Hey, hello, darling. Before I forget, if you smoke, please don't smoke around your children. And if you smoke, try to stop. If you have children, it's the best time to stop. Okay? All right. Neither here nor there. Okay, baby love. You know, there are some moms who believe that a child should not be picked up every time he cries. Uh huh. And there are mothers that go to the other extreme. That every time the baby cries, it should be picked up. There is a happy medium, you know. Absolutely. When you love a child, I don't care how old the child is, and a baby starts to fuss, or a child starts to fuss, I don't care the age, your first thought is not to lie, soothe, pick up, or leave there. It shouldn't be. Your first thought should be, what's wrong? And whether they're your children and adults, or whether they're children and your teenagers, or children and babies. This applies to all children. Find out what's wrong. This is one of the very most important things you do to raise a child. Because when you do this, the child will come and tell you. You will not have to ham and whore and pull strings and guess and hope that they'll tell you, or hope they're not in trouble, or whatever. One of the greatest things you can do for a child is make a rapport with the child. So that if something does go wrong, or something isn't right, oh, let's see, let's try this. It's a baby and the pin's stuck in it, it opens. That's wrong. It's a teenager and she had sex and she wasn't supposed to and she's scared to death. That's wrong. She's an adult. She just stole money from a neighbor that she saw the neighbor drop and she feels guilty about it. That's wrong. These are things that are wrong. But you can either have a rapport with that person and they will automatically come and tell you, and then you can straighten it out. Or you cannot have a rapport, and then that's the end of that person and you, because you're no help to them whatsoever. Anyhow, let's talk about the baby. When your baby gets a little fussy, by this time you should know approximately the eating and the diaper yells. If this seems like a different yell, first thing you always do is check to make sure baby's okay. No pins, no diapers, it didn't catch something you dropped in the crib, it's not sticking in them, nothing. Nothing, and don't tell me there were no more safety pins, because that's okay. You could have leaned over the crib and dropped something from your pocket, or it could have fallen in there and baby's laying on it and it hurts like hell. Sometimes these are not the things that people think of. They automatically say, I'll pick up the child and it'll stop crying. I'm news to you. That's a fallacy. Some children still cry when you pick them up. Loving your child means giving it the best you have to give at any particular moment. It gets very rewarding after a while. Really. Instead of ignoring or going overboard, you very gently, calmly go, check the diapers, check everything. Okay? Now, if that's not working, There could be a couple of other little things. Oh, baby could be gassy or colicky. Those are the two majors, you know. They can get you gassy and colicky. Anyway, what you do is you pick baby up gently. You know it's all right there. And you belch, 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 tap, 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 tap. See if it has any gas. If it doesn't have any gas and baby is still cranky, it may be a little colicky. It might. But I'm not suggesting this to everyone, please. Only the people who believe it will help. My son had one colicky day his whole life. Yeah. And what I did was the oldest remedy in the entire world in the book. You take a drop of whiskey and you put it either on the tip of your finger or on the tip, very tip only of a Q-tip. And rub it on the baby's gum once. Once. Not a lot, I mean a minute drop on the baby's. And guess what? That baby should get rid of his colicky. Yeah. But I'm not saying do it, but this is what I did. My son had one colicky day his entire life, and never again did I ever have to do that. But everything else I had done failed. So, anyhow, my advice stands. If the baby's colicky, call the doctor. Ask him, could it be the formula? Some babies get too much iron. And believe it or not, that can make them colicky. Their formula has too much iron in it, and he'll put you on another formula. But don't let it go and go and go and go and go. Do it right away, because the baby will be miserable. Really. And you don't want baby to hurt more than it has to, right? You don't ever want baby to hurt. So you take care of these things right away. It is important. And you know when you pick up a child, when the child is happy, when the child is on your living room floor with 2 quilts that you bought for the baby, and it's laying there and it's playing around and it's googling and goggling and whatever else, and you sit on the blanket with the baby and you pick it up and you hold it. You know, some people forget that. They think the only time it's actually supposed to hold their child is when it's hurt, or it has to be fed, or its diaper has to be changed. No. This baby has to know that you love it no matter what. But if you only hold it on crying time for a while, that's not telling the baby anything. The baby will get used to crying just to be held. This is not good. So on days when the baby's real happy and tally-ho and all that other stuff, pick up the baby for a few minutes. Love it. Play with it. Let them know you're there. That means it's good times and bad times. This baby will get used to it. Mom is there. No matter what, Mom is there. Whether I'm having fun or I'm sick, or my diaper needs to be changed, or Mom is always there. It's a round picture. It's a big circle, and it has no gaps in it. This is really important. Anyway, here goes that clock again. Okay. Love yous. See you either later or tomorrow. Bye. God bless, and I hope this helps some.